Hi, it's Clark Reid back with you with today's tech headlines. If you enjoy the reports, we'd invite you to, give a little love pat to that like button. And you can also subscribe by tapping the little bell icon under the video window. Toyota has dropped a whopping $1.3 billion into its facility in Georgetown, Kentucky. According to ArsTechnica.com, that's where Toyota will produce its upcoming 3-row electric SUV. And now, Toyota will also add a battery pack assembly line as well as make other changes to the plant. Toyota, and really Honda as well, have largely hung back in the EV race up to now. But in 2023, the company announced plans to sell 3.5 million EVs by 2030. Still, Chairman Akin Toyoda believes that EVs may only reach 30% of market share. While Samsung has gone through several generations of folding phones, all has been quiet about them at Apple. Well, the information reports that Apple has secretly been working on at least 2 folding phones for about 5 years of research and development. Both prototype iPhones fold widthwise like a clamshell. Sources indicate there are no plans to mass produce them yet this year or in 2025, so the earliest we might see those phones would be 2026. Of course, Apple might just can the whole idea if they can't build them to their standards. The company is reportedly concerned about technical challenges and offering sufficiently appealing features on the device that justify its high price point compared to the non-foldable iPhones, like they're not high priced. And well, anyway, as with Samsung and others, the pesky crease in the middle of the screen is one of the biggest issues, especially when trying to use the Apple Pencil on the 8-inch screen that the prototypes have. Microsoft is giving its Copilot a makeover with new, more streamlined design on the web and in its mobile apps. And Gadget.com says Microsoft points to a cleaner look and feel for the chatbot responses, while Copilot will display a carousel of suggested prompts to highlight what it can do. The new designs drop right before the Super Bowl, and not coincidentally, Redmond's running an ad in the big game for the first time in 4 years. Copilot now has more image editing and has more image editing and creating options, and Designer Copilot, at least in some territories, now allows you to edit images you've generated without having to leave the chatbot. You can turn an image into a pixel art or blur the background, for example, and Copilot Pro subscribers can resize images between landscape and square formats and regenerate them without having to exit the chat. Ford has a Skunkworks project underway to develop a new low-cost EV, and it's being held by former Tesla development boss Alan Clark. TechCrunch.com reports that the disclosure came in an earnings call, and the so-called Skunkworks project is being run from Irvine, California. It's been going on a couple of years. Besides Clark, there are engineers from AMP, the EV startup that Ford snapped up last November. The former CEO of AMP also worked previously with Clark at Tesla. The project is focused on cost, smaller EVs, and efficiency, including the battery. Whichever EV makers really gets a good, reliable EV with a decent range under $30,000 first is really going to hit it big, and Ford wants it to be them. By the way, Skunkworks originally referred to Lockheed Martin's secret advanced development projects, which built highly secret planes for the U.S. government, notably the U-2 and SR-71 spy planes. I'm Clark Reid, and you're Technified for now.